up, guys? Time to show off a cool build. This was actually a build that was intended for a customer who had reached out to me and said he really liked this dial. Now, this dial is not a dial that I produced, but a dial from my buddy Ron. So I said, I can do that. And he said, I'll get back with you when I get back into town. And he did that on one of my posts for one of my events on my page. And after a while, those posts go away. And dude had never reached out to me. So now, one of you guys can get it. So, and maybe it's going to somebody already, but this is going to be in my event tonight. So, custom laser dial by my buddy Ron. And then we thought it would be cool to do the prayer as the bezel insert. So instead of accent markers or anything in there, we have the prayer going around there. So it's kind of like in a kind of a distressed stonewash kind of look. And I happened to get these new bezels in. They're they kind of have a distressed silver look to them. It has a polished look, but you can see from the side it has like distressing in it. And I thought that would go perfect with this. So this bezel goes on super tight. Okay, Google, volume down. It goes on super tight, which I like. So it shouldn't move. That's your alignment spot. It only moves if you want it to move, which is, you know, you're not going to accidentally bump this. But I was able to get this into a 710 case. I don't do 710 cases too often, just because most of my bezels are oversized. And on a 710, even though it is the same width, the way it tapers in at the glass will make bezels overhang. And this does not have an overhang with this bezel. So we've got a bead blasted 710 case. We have that new small coin bezel, and then I just did a standard I didn't really know what to put on there, so just a standard crown on there. And I happen to have a set of these like filigree style hands that are they kind of have like a metallic gray look to them. They blend in pretty awesome. But they're hollowed out so that you can kind of see through them. So I thought that will let you see the dial, see the dial at all times. A set of blacktop hands, you'd see them super easy. In person, you can see these just fine. Through this camera with the glare kind of bouncing off there, it's kind of tough to see. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's, 357? I hollowed out the... I did the same thing with the seconds hand, just hollowed that out. There's your loom pathway on there. I did a gilded 2415 movement. This was, I don't have many of these left, but gilded movement, stainless steel movement holder in there, and one of my bead blasted brass rotors. I only have a few of these left. Low profile, one of my low profile exhibition casebacks. And then this is on a super soft black on black with slight distressing Italian leather straps. This is one of the softest straps you'll get from me, with painted edges, and a bead blasted BVW preview buckle. So that is the build. This was, like I said, intended to go to somebody else. He never followed up. I deleted the post without looking through it, so I didn't have his contact info, but he said he would follow up with me. So he has not done that, and I already started working through that, because I actually haven't had anybody reach out to me and say they want to do something and then not do it. So new experience, but now it's going to go to one of you guys. So as I showed you, the bezel will turn left. It'll turn right only if you want it, and it will not move easily. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it where it put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads so you hear it or feel it clicking. At that point you can wind, and a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't wind it, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you'll keep time throughout the day, because that mixed with the rotor movement will keep your time going. If you do it for something closer to 15 seconds, you're going to max out that 31+ hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click, and you can now set your time. Okay, Google, what time is it? I don't need any by the ways, but thank you. You're good. Push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. And there is the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. We were able to find some kind of stonewashed-esque looking one, some silver and black in there. So come in a white BBW box. I don't have any silvers right now. I don't have any blacks right now. Ordered a few, but don't have any of those. But it's very hard to get the white ones, so I was like, that's kind of cool. I'll just pair that up with it. This will come with watch cleaners. This is good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, along with a microfiber. Will also come with leather conditioner. This is good on all. This is good to keep this leather strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not soft, apply it on the front and back. Let it soak in, remove any excess. A little bit will go a long way. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's like Polywatch. You can scratch your acrylic glass. If you do, no big deal. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your included microfiber. If the scratch is going up and down, go left and right, fill in that scratch, haze it, and then buff it out. Revisit it in 5-10 minutes to see if it's gone. If it's not, do it again after you know that that's solidified on there, and you will fill that scratch back in. So that is the build. Once again, if it's going to you, congrats. Thank you for your support. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.